Oh, it's happening. I am going to swatch the Happy Hour palette by Stila. If you want to see it, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we are going to swatch the Stila palette, specifically the Happy Hour palette. If you want to see me swatch the Blue Realm palette by Stila, I will put the video right there. That is a palette. Whew. So I'm hoping that that was an appetizer because that's a 6-pan palette, and this is a larger palette. I'm not going to say 12 because I just don't remember how many are in here. Yeah, 12. I was right. Go figure. So it is this palette right here, Happy Hour palette. I wanted to show you the outside. It is very heavy, just as the Blue Realm is also quite heavy. And it has some really interesting colors in it. Now it's very reflective. I will try not to blind you. Eesh, how am I going to do this? Here we go. Kind of like this. So these are the 12 shadows. There are 4 mattes, and it looks like everything else is a shimmer or a metallic. One of the things with the Stila palettes, at least this design, is all the names are on the back, which is a little bit annoying, but I think that I'm not going to bother with doing the names. Maybe I can tell you at the very end. I'm just going to worry about swatching. You know what? I'll tell you the shadow names. I'll just do it this way, just once, so that you can know what the names are, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Daiquiri, Old Fashioned, Highball, Cosmo, Sangria, Gold Label, Black Book, Neat, On the Rocks, Tiki Bar, Sapphire Sizzle, and Top Shelf. I did not realize this was drinking themed, but apparently it is. That makes sense. It's called Happy Hour. Okay, some people may not want that. I don't care, but I could see how some people would not want that. The way I'm seeing it is that they are pretty much arranged in quads. Geez, sorry for the glare. I'm going to do these 4 first, then these 4, and finish with these 4. So that's what we'll do. We will do the mattes first. Just like the Blue Realm, the mattes are so smooth. They are really, really nice. Okay, so here are the first 4. Really, really nice. Okay, so here's the first swatch. Of course, very close to my skin tone. I don't expect you to see too much, but it does show up. Another very nice matte. And of course, mattes always need a second go. It's almost like the first one is the layer upon which the next swatch will build up. So here are the 4 fingers. Let's go right into them again. Okay, here are the fingers. Let's get right to doing the second swipe. Okay, so that built up nicely. Let's see this one. That's all right. And this is definitely not really a black. It's more of a gray tone. And then, do I have it in the right spot? Yeah, the pinky. Boy, that is very much my skin tone. And here are the fingers. Yeah, this, you can barely see it. Maybe as I'm getting closer, oops, sorry, there you go. You can see, this one you can see, but this one is definitely this similar, very similar to my skin tone. I'm happy with these mattes. They're very, very buttery. Just they feel so fine, like as finely milled as you could possibly get an eyeshadow. It's very nice. Okay, so I'm just wiping my fingers and we're going to go in for the second quad. They really do look like quads. This one looks more pastel-y than any of the other shimmers or metallics. And we've got kind of an icy blue-green. And now this is, oh, this is a very interesting feel. Okay, kind of a silver and an icy purple. Yeah, there's some glittery shadows in this palette for sure. Here are the next four. Now it's really getting interesting now, right? Okay, so I have to make sure I'm placing my finger in the right spot. It's somewhat sheer, but it's very pretty. Oh, there's the bling. There's the bling. Okay, that is definitely showing. There's that silver. Kind of tends to the blue. Looks pretty good. And then that purple. More like a lilac. A lilac with some pink. Not a shift, but some pink to it as well. Here are the fingers. Now we'll go in a second time. I don't think all of it requires it, but we'll go in with a second go. I would be worried about hitting hard pan on this, I have to say. That icy blue on the first of the four, it feels funny already. Okay. I'm just gonna go back into it. It's already behaving funny. Okay, here we go. This one is problematic already. See what it does on the second go. Okay, it's building a bit, but I would be worried about using my fingers in that pan. Okay, this one so far is in your face bam as an eyeshadow. The formula on this icy blue and this silver is similar. And then this one and this one has a similar formula, more on the glitter side. I'm not disappointed by all four of those shadows, but this blue does bother me a little bit as far as whether it's going to behave over the long term. I'm actually interested in just going over it one more time. Right in the middle, just to see that I can pick up some shadow. Yeah, it's, oh, okay, I got a little bit more on my finger. Yeah. It's, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence on that one, but the rest of them certainly make up for it. I mean, it's a, I find the color selection and the textures very interesting. And I really like the mattes. I think the mattes are pretty strong. Let me just show you in the pan. Don't know if you'll be able to see. There's kind of some smoothness already. It's hard to pick up product. I'm going to it's bothering me. I'm going to take a brush and just see if it picks up on the brush. Yeah, I can get some on the brush, but I don't know if you can see on the middle, so much glare. In the middle, it's just kind of stuck. I don't know if that means I've got hard pan already. I think it does, but I'm just going to put it on my hand here and see what happens. Okay, it does spread with the brush, but it's definitely better with the finger. Yeah, anyway. I won't belabor the point, but it's something to watch out for, and it seems to be the only one so far that's done that. Okay, well, we're going to use these clean fingers and go for the last four, and wow, okay, this other purple, same kind of gritty, chunky formula as the other two beforehand. A very smooth feeling gold, kind of an antique gold. A gritty blue, again, which makes me think of a blue that is in the Blue Realm palette, hence the name. And then, oh, this last one I quite like. Okay, let's see what happens here. This is the last quad. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I can deal with this. That is very nice. Now for adding a cool toned palette to my collection, I'm very happy to have selected this one. Oh, and by the way, I mentioned it in my holiday palettes that I got video, but I did not mention it in this one. I blame Smoky Glow for getting this this palette. She was going on and on about the new Stila palettes and saying how they were so nice. You know what? It's this blue is different enough that it's not a duplicate from the Blue Realm palette. That's nice. The fingers are looking really good on this one. I like the base of this one. There's kind of, it's like a light blue shimmer over a very deep blue base. And this one as well is like a deep tacky matte base with the micro shimmer on top, or micro glitter I should say. It looks like just glitter. Okay, let's do these again. So not all of the shadows in here are winners in my opinion, but there are enough knock it out of the park looking shadows that I can pardon a few that are not as interesting to me. Okay, so here we go, second pass on this one. I think figuring out what the proper application will be for these is going to be a bit tricky to figure out exactly what's going to look the best and perform the best. I like this one. Like, it looks a little bit boring to begin with, but no, it looks pretty good. I like you know what? I like all of them, and I can see this one looking beautiful on an inner to center lid. I'm just worried about its long-term performance. The mattes are beautiful. You could do a very soft, super appropriate for any occasion look with those formats. They are beautiful. So this could be an everyday palette technically. Gorgeous, gorgeous, very nice to add oomph to a smoky eye. Love this one. It's got a lot of character. I think it looks great. This one's a no-brainer. I love purple. This one can do a very, very nice look, I have no doubt, because it's kind of gold but also brown. It doesn't look the same in the viewfinder. I'm hoping you see the colors like I do. That blue is a showstopper, no question. And this one, it oozes of sophistication. It really does. That is beautiful. To put that all over the lid with a smoky rest of the eye. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with these, no question. No question. I find the base, do you see on the blue and the brown finger what that base, that kind of sticky base looks like? Right? So it's like the micro glitter is just sticking to that base. And of course it's a swatch, so the glitter got all wiped off the finger, but that sticky base looks like it has some staying power. Possibly even some staining power. I'm just trying to rub it off right now on my finger, and it's staying. Like it's there. Doing the same thing with the gold. Now there's quite a bit of staying power on these on the residue color, a lot. So there you have it, the Happy Hour palette swatched. I'm pretty happy with Happy Hour Happy, haha. I'm pretty happy with the swatches on this palette. We will have to see how the icy blue ends up working, but overall, having one kind of shadow out of 12, I'm okay with that. But again, this is a first look, swatches of this palette. It's really no indication of what I'm going to think about that palette over the longer term as I use all of the colors. So I can't really say at this point. I guess there are some observations to start. Let me know what you think of the swatches. Do you have this palette? Do you love it? Are you thinking of getting it? Let me know what you are thinking about it in the comments. I would love to hear from you as always. And I thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.